All right. Although we begin life as only one cell, that one cell is going to differentiate into many, many different specialized cells. And these specialized cells have structures that are going to reflect their particular function. So within human cells, we are going to see a huge range of diversity, which is impressive, especially when you consider that every single cell in your body has the exact same DNA instructions. Every cell has the same DNA, has the same genetic information, but it also has the information to code for specialization depending on what is needed. So started as a single human cell, then diversified into specialized cells with individual functions. This is one mantra that you're going to want to remember if you go into the scientific world. Structure equals function. Function equals structure. When we see specialization in structure, we're going to see specialization in the tasks that cell performs based on its structure. So just some examples of that specialized cells that have structures that reflect their particular functions. Over here in the corner, we have sperm. Sperm is specialized to be highly, highly mobile. We have these tiny little, we have these tiny little heads right here, and a great big long flagella that is designed for super high mobility. In contrast, an egg is going to be completely different in structure. Here in red, we have an egg. Completely different structure, completely different function. It's specialized to be large, immobile, and packed with as much material as it needs to initiate development. By having this one egg be very large and immobile, it sits in one particular location and the sperm can flock to it. All of the necessary nutrients to begin development are going to be found in the egg. The only thing that the sperm has to contribute is genetic information, just DNA. It doesn't need to contribute cytoplasm or mitochondria or specialized organelles, none of that. This allows the sperm to be very small, very aerodynamic, and very light, very fast. So that's hyper specialization for a particular function. A mature red blood cell right here, it's going to be devoid of most organelles, and it is specialized for carrying oxygen. Not only have we talked about how being smaller in size increases your surface area to volume ratio, and it does. Red blood cells compared to like white blood cells, very, very small. Not only are they small, but they're actually concave as well. They sort of look like a donut where they have a depression in the center. All of this flattening and depression allows it to actually increase its surface area to volume ratio, meaning that we have because that surface area is where we exchange oxygen. We're going to exchange oxygen for carbon dioxide in the lungs, and then we're going to travel to the cells, and we're going to drop off our oxygen cargo and pick up carbon dioxide to transport back to the lungs for exhalation. And so it's very specialized. It's going to have that specialized feature to have as much surface area as humanly possible. And then finally over here we have cardiac cell muscle. It's going to be specialized for contraction and for propagating the signal for contraction. So what we're going to find is lots and lots of channels between each one of these cells that are going to allow for very rapid transfer of information. So that way we can ensure that the entire heart muscle is going to contract at the exact same time. So this is that high level of structure equals function, and all the specialized structures indicate or facilitate that specialized function of those particular cells.